What's up, everyone? It's Michael here from the Action Figure Cave, and over the last few weeks I have been focusing on Hot Toys, right? I showed you guys my Star Wars collection. I've been talking a lot about the market value of the Hot Toys figures, but today I'm going to dedicate this video to the market value of the finished collection figures. So don't go anywhere, it's all coming up on the next Action Figure Cave video. Alright everyone, so before we get into it, I just wanted to mention, if you guys are new here, please consider subscribing. Again, we do a lot of Star Wars Hot Toys and miniature collection, Black Series, toy hunts, you know the deal. So hit that subscribe button below, definitely appreciate it. I feel like I have not done a video in this room in a long time. I've been doing a lot of live streaming over at the 6-Scale Cantina. We'll talk about that a little later, but right here, I'm doing a video today focusing on the vintage collection. So I have two figures right here. I have the new Return of the Jedi Boba Fett figure that's currently being shipped by retailers and supposedly, you know, out on the shelves. But you know how that goes, right? And then this is a Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. This figure came out a few months ago, so we're gonna talk about these figures a little later. So I did a video similar to this a few months ago where I took the vintage collection figures, like top 10. So I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm just really taking a few figures I just picked randomly, and we're gonna look at the value of these figures and, you know, see how much they've gone up. And like I said, when I did this a few months ago, some of these figures, or actually most of these vintage collection figures, have gone up by so much. So right here on the screen, I have these 5 figures. You know, Hasbro are going to release some of these figures from the vote, and well, actually one of these figures from the vote, but where the fans are voting on it. So the figure I want to talk about right now is obviously the top line Ahsoka, right? This figure actually came, I think, was pretty much a internet exclusive. I think it came with a whole bunch of figures that were only sold through internet chain stores like Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, I believe. So so this figure is very rare. And we're going to take a look at the figure, how much it's going for right now. You know, even with this figure possibly being a reissue. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is go to eBay. All right, so I have the screen up here, which shows the most recent purchases for Ahsoka. And then, so the first two here are just the newer figure that they're reissuing or re-releasing and due out in a month or so. It's not the same figure as the older vintage collection figure. So let's go down to one listing here. So on April 17th, you see a figure, an Ahsoka figure. It's unpunched, and it went for $700. And then you got $550, $563, again $700, $600. We do have one for $286 here, but it looks like it's from El Salvador, so that could be it. One that's graded for, you know, it says $1,600, but it looks like it went for best offer. So this figure has been going up and up and up and up. And when I looked at this maybe a few months ago, it was like $300 to $400. But you know, the market of this figure has not really been affected by the news of this figure coming out. This, you know, like I said, the newer Ahsoka figures, and they come with a different card back. It's a different figure overall. But I was, you know, I was wondering with the, you know, with the possibility that this figure might be reissued. I don't think it is, but if it does, I just wonder what the market of this figure, the older one, is going to be affected. You know, like I said, the new figure, if they reissue this figure, it's probably going to be punched, because all the figures that they are making, reissuing right now, are punched. So that, and the fact that the head sculpt will be updated with the new technology will be the only differences. So I'm not really sure if this figure will be updated by the you know, reissuing of the old one. I mean, so far it seems to go up and go up and go up. So I think I'm gonna hurt it a little bit, but not drastically. So I'm gonna take a look at another figure that has been reissued already, and that's gonna be the Star Wars Vintage Collection Emperor's Royal Guard, right? So this figure is one of the older figures. I think it came actually in the same wave as this Ahsoka figure. So let's take a look again. So all right, so this figure is actually reissued, and you can see This one, I'm not sure who would pay this money for a figure that just got reissued. But here is one for $20 that went on April 19th. And then look at this one. So this is an April 19th figure. So this is the older version of this figure. So I think the only difference of it is going to be the card. I mean, the card back. I mean, here you got an unpunched one. And then you got, you know, this is the newer one, which is going to have a punched hole here. I'm not sure if the if we're going to get a you know, face scope underneath it. If we do, it's probably going to be updated a little bit, but pretty much the same figure. But it really has not impacted the vintage collection older figure on this figure here. So you see a 105. So if you have yourself a unpunched figure of the Royal Guard, I don't think it's going to hurt the value of this figure, even though they're reissuing it. And it's out actually in some stores right now. I'm not sure if you can get it. I was thinking about actually going on a toy hunt and seeing if I could find this figure at Target, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that this week. But anyway, so again, no impact to this figure. So these figures, when they're reissued, it seems to me they don't really drastically you know, impact these figures. So that's that. I want to take a look at another figure that's actually on that list for a canon to be reissued. So Star Wars Vintage Collection, let's go with the tank driver, right? So that's the figure that's being nominated. And we're gonna take a look at tank driver, and look at that. So this one here, I'm not really sure, like, if this figure is impacted a little bit. I mean, you see one go for 133. So the prices, I think, come down a little bit on this one, even though it hasn't been nominated yet. But I wonder, obviously, if this figure gets nominated, we're going to see a big drastic decrease in this figure. I'm thinking, you know, but still, again, you know, it's still going for a high amount of money, even though this figure is just came out last year. So, all right, so let's take a look at some of the another older figure that I want to look at, and that is going to be the Vintage Collection. Let's look at this one here. And I don't think this figure is ever going to get reissued. We all know Disney doesn't like this outfit that Prince Leia wears in Return of the Jedi. So again, look at the price on this figure. I mean, it's, you know, obviously it depends on if it's unpunched or not, or if it's the Return of the Jedi version, Revenge of the Jedi variant, or the Return of the Jedi one. I think the Revenge one that's unpunched, that comes with the sticker, is going to be the one that, you know, is the highest. But this figure, when I did this a few months ago, was probably going between 125 to 150. But now the prices have going over $200 now. This figure, I think right here, is going to be one of the figures that keep going up, and probably going to be in the top 5 one day, because they're never going to reissue it. I don't think so. So that's that. The next figure I want to take a look at is one of the newer figures, which I have right here on my desk, and it's Luke Jedi Knight. So another Return of the Jedi figure. Let's take a look at Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. Okay, so this figure just came out, I don't know, a few months ago, and for me, it's one of my favorite card backs. It's really awesome. Okay, so we see some of the figures here. So even like the loose one, you know, so here it is. Here's one here, and from Canada. Here's another one in the U.S. So this figure already has gone up. I mean, this figure just came out. I mean, I remember finding it in Target maybe, you know, a few months ago on one of my hunts, and, you know, obviously I paid $13 for it, and it's already going up, and you know, and here's one for $75. You know, I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm not sure if it's available online. Maybe you could buy the whole case. I'm not sure, but you know, prices seem to be a little bit all over the place in this one, but it's going up. And you know, and here's the older one. This is the one that came out, you know, before they started reissuing these figures again. So, and then, you know, hey, another one, $48. So this figure is going up pretty high, and it's going to be one of those figures, you know, that if you don't get it now, next year you might be looking at another $100 figure. So, wow, you know, prices are going up in these figures, guys. A sequel trilogy figure that is gone up a lot over the last few months, and that's Rey Rises Skywalker. And you know, for me, I obviously sequel trilogy not my favorite, but here he is. This is the Ray figure that came out last year. So back here, I mean, look at this, $87, not mint, $52, $79. So price is going all over the place with this figure. But again, another figure that kind of crept up there, you know, over the last few months. And really, it's you know, really the only one wave they made of the Rise of Skywalker figures, and I think a lot of them have actually been going up a little bit. Not as much as this Rey figure. You can see really how, you know, the market is really going up on these vintage collection figures. So it's not just Hot Toys, not just Black Series, it's the vintage collection too. I think actually the vintage collection has gone up, you know, more steadily than the Black Series over the last few months. So, all right, so let's take a look at Commander Cody, right? And all right, so for some reason I lost my search here. So let's go back to sold listings and then scroll down here and search. So Commander Cody, this figure, again, I bought this figure a couple years ago for like $30. And right now, looking at it, 140 for this is I think it's the regular one, and there's another variation of it. We know an unpunched one, an unpunched Commander Cody for $250, and then here's a foil card version for $200. So this figure has been going up. Obviously, the Clone Wars is popular right now. This figure, you know, with the Bad Batch season coming up, Commander Cody might make an appearance in that show, and if he does, obviously it's driving this figure up. But this figure has gone up. I mean, it's going. I mean, here's one for $395. I mean, $395. Well, $348. $348. You know, from the UK. I mean, $200. So, you know, actually when I did this analysis a few months ago, this figure was under $100, and look at it now. So the vintage collection has gone up, and that's what I'm trying to prove here. There's a lot more figures I could go through, but just wanted to, you know, kind of do a little bit of a sample size. All right, guys, so that's about it for now. If you guys collect vintage collection, you know how these figures have been rising, but if you're new to collecting this line, definitely the figures are going up in price, and if you just started out, go ahead and get these two figures. I recommend getting them right away. This figure already is going up, and this one will go up once they sell out. So anyway, guys, make sure you give this video a like. Also, just a reminder, if you guys are interested in Hot Toys, I will be over at the 6 Scale Cantina doing a live stream on this Saturday at 6 p.m. I believe, Eastern Time. So go check out that channel, and if you have time on Saturday, and again, if you're interested in Hot Toys, go check it out. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope everyone's having a great week, and for now, like always, go get yourself some action figures.